Joe Budden just checked Cardi B, and he ain't holding nothing back. On his podcast, he went in on her new single, Imaginary Players, and if you don't know, that's a flip of Jay-Z's classic joint from '97. Now, before you leave any comments, please watch the entire video. Now, here's the deal. Cardi sampled one of Jay-Z's most iconic tracks from the late '90s, Imaginary Player. That's a legendary record, a cornerstone of Jay's early catalog. But according to Joe Budden, Cardi didn't do it justice. In fact, he said flat out, don't do that again. He argued that the beat and the vibe just don't match Cardi's style. To Joe, it sounded like the wrong fit, like she was stepping into a lane that just isn't hers. And honestly, when you take on a Jay-Z classic, the bar is already sky high. You don't get much room for error.
What mattered the record?
What's Joe Budden's take on it?
She shouldn't do that again.
Which part?
Don't do that again.
Do what?
Do the record.
Don't take any East Coast top 3-4 rapper beat, classic song, and redo that. Because Imani was right. Even it's given remnants of that because of the flow and the emulation and the pocket and what you did. Mm-hmm. We're gonna shout out the writers. The writers killed. This is not about the writers. Mm-hmm. The writers killed. Mm-hmm. I agree with y'all that said this is well written.
The
bars are there.
Yes.
That wasn't enough. That delivery, those punch-ins.
The punch-ins were definitely
how choppy that was. Imaginary Player, for y'all that wasn't there, Hove, when that dropped, was a much better rapper than that.
But here's where it gets interesting. Imaginary Players isn't just a random single. It's the second drop from Cardi's upcoming album, Am I the Drama, which is set to release in September. This is her first major project since Invasion of Privacy back in 2018. That album was huge, Grammy-winning, culture-shifting, and full of hits. So naturally, expectations for this new one are through the roof. And that's why Joe's comments sting even more. Cardi is gearing up for one of the most important releases of her career. Every move, every single, every sample is going to be judged under a microscope. Fans want to know if she can recreate that same magic or if this new direction might fall flat. So now the real question is, was Joe Budden being too harsh, or was he just saying what a lot of people are thinking? Is Cardi taking risks that could pay off big, or is she stepping on sacred ground by touching Jay-Z's classic? Either way, this moment shows how much pressure is on Cardi right now. Because whether you agree with Joe or not, one thing's for sure. People are watching, and the conversation around this album is only getting louder. But let's bring it to y'all. Do you think Cardi B made a mistake by sampling Jay-Z's Imaginary Player? Or was Joe Budden just being Joe Budden, loud, unfiltered, and a little extra? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because I want to hear from you. And of course, if you rock with content like this, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and tap the bell so you don't miss the next breakdown.